Okay, I think we were headed for the meeting behind the fish seller's house.
Tell me that isn't true.
That looks familiar. He isn't.
Ah, finally. I've been waiting for you, stranger.
Who are you?
I'm called Attila, but is my name important? Our names are meaningless. You should know that best, stranger.
What do you want from me?
I'm here to explain a few things to you, and afterwards, I'm going to kill you.
Who pays you for this?
My employers work out of public view, as do I. A condition of my contract is that I name neither their names nor their residences.
Why do you want to kill me?
You sold Rengaru to the city. He is only a petty thief, but you shouldn't have done that. My employers are not exactly pleased about it. To prevent you from making yet another mistake, they have sent me.
Let me at least draw my weapon.
Good. Then prepare for your last battle.
Oh crap! That's funny.
I don't believe that. Oh my god, fight!
A single hit and I'm dead. How the hell am I supposed to fight that?
I'd have done it differently.
I suppose I could try to escape in this direction. He also has a crossbow though, so it's not a... But yeah.
Ah, finally.
Who? What's this farce about?
You shouldn't die ignorant at the end of your journey.
Who paid? Why do you?
You sold my employers.
Let me at least.
Good. Then
I agree with you completely.
Yeah, the knights aren't doing shit.
Been there, done that.
I'll get you.
Maybe you will. I think it's better for me to just try to get out of there. Yeah, there are a few other things for me to do. One, the guy who stole a bow, did jump in the little sea here. Wonder if I could get to that island. Hmm. Might die here, but let's give it a try at least. There is without a doubt a limit where you can swim, and that's probably some kind of an instant death. I can't fight in water, so doesn't matter what kind of creature it is here. If it's any kind of a it comes after us, it's game over. There's sort of a pier here. No, it's just a beach. I'm trying to get up. The problem with getting up is simply that the mouse controls are fairly terrible for that. The natural level of sensitivity on this game is pretty much... it's shit. It is absolutely terrible. It's so stiff that it's unusable. The problem is you can't really increase the overall sensitivity above that, but you can increase how easy it's to move left and right. That still leaves up and down positions that I'm moving pretty much as I can with the mouse, and that's this is as far as it goes. With the left and right you can do U-turn. It leaves with a very inconvenient control system if we want to move up and down. I suppose a keyboard might be useful there. Wonder if we are up to the task here. We can boat and all. If there's any kind of life here. Certainly looks like there's loot there. I'm more concerned about what else is here. If we can't kill a lowly assassin coming after us. Those look like lizards. Lizards should be doable. Not easy, but doable. But definitely one at a time, otherwise no chance. We might have had a chance against the assassin too. I mean, we didn't exactly try to do damage. Maybe he's a good attacker, but not so good on defense. But a single strike taking us down, that's quite bad. I'm sure it was critical. Still, how much life do I have? 80 hit points, and he did it with a single hit. Crap, this it's turned quite a bit closer in fact. Still, we did kill a lizard earlier. It wasn't easy, but correct timing with strike should get us through. Okay, it's not too bad. It's definitely a timing thing. It's not all that much about the distance either. The moment he starts to lunge, we'll have to strike no matter what the distance is. It's a likely hit at that point. It's still a very much a correct timing thing. My reactions aren't that good. Yeah, probably shouldn't try to force this. I'm somewhat interested in finding out first what exactly would be our reward for killing these anyway. I mean, it's one thing to go through this for some decent loot, it's quite another to do it for basically no real gain. Sneaking might be useful in a sense too. Maybe you could sort of get around these without having to fight. Yeah, there's something magical there. But as far as I can see, that's the only interesting thing there is here. I wonder if we could go in, take it, and get the hell out. There's a lot of lizards there. What is it? Maybe it's just a scroll. Still, why is it here? More importantly, why is that one lizard sitting on it? Yeah. I think water approach will not work simply because it'll take so long to wade through that. Okay. Why did I start at the bottom? Okay. Nowhere near where I left off. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Saving in water, risky business. I think it's a letter of some kind. An archer would be a great thing. A stone tablet. Still, how the hell am I gonna get out of here? I sort of have doubts that the stone tablets are quite as harmless as they seem. Stone tablet of life energy. Stone tablet of one-handed combat. Okay, the old stone tablets seem to be... There probably are something you could just give away, but stone tablet of one-handed combat. Stone tablet of life energy. So would these be permanent boosts to your attributes? I don't know what we got from here, but I'm taking it. Okay, we're sleeping back. We need to get to the deeper water so the lizards can follow. The lizard that can follow. Only faster than me, but I'm not sure he can attack in water either. So it's basically totally pointless chase at this point. I'm certainly heading back to the city though. Close to Lifehouse would be an option too. I don't think so. The guards might attack a monster on site. That should help me. I don't want to go to a beach because it will mean the lizard will basically eat me immediately when I land. Kind of faster underwater than he is. More importantly, no, I'm not. There is a light on the beach there, so certainly a place worth visiting. There's also lights there. Problem here is that that's where we want to go defensively, but how do we get rid of the lizard? I need to get to the beach when he isn't on my ass. I don't know if I can. I have to think about this. Because either we get rid of it immediately or we can always load and do this again and try to go some other direction. We aren't exactly guaranteed to die the moment we face it.
Nothing's ever gonna change those quiet, are they?
change that. Who said that? I don't believe this is gonna change. I can't believe that.
How badly are you bugged there? I don't know. I do care about the fact that there was an opening here somewhere. So this is very likely where the thief is. It's yeah.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Where would we get the right key? But where does this go? That's the more important part. It is clearly going back to the city. Hmm. Yeah, this is also where the thief ran when he tried to escape me. See, there's a secret entrance somewhere here. The water cannot be the only place where they are. The place, how the place is accessible. It would draw quite a bit of attention. Still, evidently some kind of secret hidey hole here. Maybe we should spend the 10 gold for the bartender. Get the extra tip. I think the faction, whoever is hiding there, is basically one who hired the assassins. Or assassin to come after them. Not exactly worth what, 50 gold we got from that?
Do you really believe that? Nobody will learn anything from me. Who said that?
You talk to the guy again.
Will it ever change? He never would have thought of that himself. Those are all just rumors.
That's an open secret.
Nobody will learn anything from me. You listen to the wrong people.
Okay, better get healed up. Might still stumble upon the murderer.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. Hey!
It's going to get
That's all just gossip.
So why won't they listen to me?
These are bad times. It's gonna get even worse.
I never knew that.
Hey, you! Can you heal me?
Ah. Hmm. Do need to find a solution for this somehow. I suppose I could have offered him gold assassin. Thought about settle the issue. By the way, I'll just go rest. We still have a couple of issues here we want to solve. I think I want to go hunting with the one guy. All the little quests we are getting here seem to be at a level that we should be able to do, less at least. So I'm hoping that's one of them. um, learning points. 50.
Hey, you! Why don't we go hunting together?
With two, it isn't so dangerous, that's true. Do you know anything about hunting then? I mean, do you know how to skin an animal?
Yes.
All right, but I want to see 50 gold pieces. For that, you can keep the skins and sell them to Busper. That's a fair deal, isn't it?
Here they are. Let's go hunting.
All right, follow me. Outside the south gate is a wood where we should find more than enough critters. Probably more than we'd like.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus.
I'm hoping we're sort of allied with Bartok now, meaning if he gets kills, we get kills too, so we can get the initial 50 gold investment back from loots and get experience. Hopefully experience from doing this too.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Alternatively, we just caused him to die horribly. Maybe I should say. What happened?
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
Seriously.
This is gonna change.
There you are.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I'm not touching that.
For the experience.
All right, so much for you, filthy beast.
It's very good. We don't have to do anything. Well, we probably should. That's quite a few wolves. Not in too bad of a condition. Guess we'll do a looting later.
So, what do you think? Should we go farther into the woods or not?
Let's go on.
All right, let's hope this works out.
Another one of those things.
Holy crap.
All right, so much for you, filthy beast. Another one of those things.
Yeah, this is great. Holy crap. Huh. Orc Skull,
That's
Shadow
it, I'm going
Beast.
back to the city. It's just too dangerous out here for me, even with 2 of us.
An orc, right outside the city. Holy shit.
So, see ya. You can sell the skins to Bosper.
Yeah, so this might have been quite a bit easier orc to kill than the...
Nothing there.
what was it? Orc Warrior in the cave? So, wrong orc.
Nothing to plunder.
Still, yeah, we can't loot butterflies. But we did kill quite a few wolves too, so I'm from a casual glance, I think we killed about as much as we paid him for. So, and Shadow Beast, Bromines, Hide of Shadow Beast. But the horn is the valuable thing. When a Shadow Beast, we can't harvest that now. Lost opportunities. Still, where were the wolves? We met them early on. That's where the money is. Seriously. It's like 5 seconds ago. Surely the bodies didn't just disappear yet. Maybe they did. Yeah, no sign of anything anywhere. That sucks. That sucks pretty badly. That's absolutely ridiculous. Well, we did get a decent amount of experience out of that, so it's something, but... I mean, come on, the guy... I couldn't loot them, the guy was running constantly forward. If I'd abandoned him on his own, he would have been dead. So, very shitty system. Terrible, 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 terrible system. I mean, I understand you want to despawn them, you don't want them to be here in the wilderness forever, but I was away for like a goddamn minute or two and they're gone? Yeah, that's no good. Well, I guess it's we want to look at the positive side of things. I'd rather learn this lesson with a few wolves than something actually valuable. Still a loss of 50 gold down the drain that we can't really afford, but sure. Basically, with this, we're basically struggling to keep our level of funds at a stable level instead of just increasing it to be able to get our way in the Fire Wizard monastery. Yeah, there's nothing here anymore. Bloodflies, orcs. See if we can go to the goblin camp. I might want to change controls too. I'm fairly happy with the unboxed Gothic 1 controls, where the controls don't get stuck. But it does mean there's a left and right attack. No. Use. Yep. I find it to be, when the control system works, I do find it to be better than what's in Gothic 2. Back up. Okay, they're quite a bit tougher than the normal ones. They're tougher than wolves. Problem is, with running away, all the loot disappears. It's not out of our reach though, we just need to go in there with full life. They basically come at you without any care in the world. To try to go into our rear. There's more than like 4 or 5. Couple at a time probably isn't too bad. Yeah, this just won't work. How did we get the... We got a couple at a time the first try. So suppose you should try to lure them little by little. They seem to sort of make a noise, come a little bit closer to you, then retreat. Make noise, come a little bit closer, retreat. I think we've been spotted. At least this is doable. Let's retreat far enough. And we are about 1000 experience points from the next level up, so this hunting trip here has been quite lucrative for us as far as experience points are concerned. Certainly worth doing. I'm guessing there's at least 2 to 3 of goblins still left. There's no way we can do this like this. To go back there quickly, I know the loot is disappearing. It's not the goblins aren't worth that much, but it's still money I don't want to throw away. Yeah, the body's already disappeared. Holy shit. So it's a distance thing more likely than that time thing. Things on the ground don't disappear though. Bodies disappear. That's a important difference, so maybe we should either unit immediately take everything in the body or just drop things on the ground. At least that'll keep them out there for some time. Bodies just disappear immediately. Should be the final goblin though. Wherever he is. Can hear it, can't see it. A little bit of gold. More or less, yeah, got back what we spent here. Be a little more. Still, much appreciated. Yeah, less than 1,000 to get to a level up. Phosphorus boat, a lot of missing people. In a bay north of the harbor. It's yeah, I think I know where that is. It's not exactly where we went. I think we went west, maybe. So it might be just a little bit to the side from the harbor where we met those people. We saw a light there anyway, right at the beach. Either way,
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Do you really believe that?
don't get anything extra from the
Where did you
skin
pick that
here.
up?
There you are again.
I've got a few skins for you.
Ah, even a shadow beast skin. Those are worth a lot. Good work. Come see me again.
Get 250 gold. Basically, I'm getting the theoretical value of the item. Normally, you don't get that much. So that should help us quite a bit, which put us at 560 gold. And we still have a lot of items we could sell. So in theory, I think we're reaching the point where we could go for the firematic training. Problem with that is we need to get a sheep there too.
And
I'm sure I can get a sheep almost anywhere. That's not the problem. Problem
Can you heal
is it
God
going
of
to
us, bless this body.
is it basically an inventory item or is it something I have to actually take there? That's it depends. If it's an inventory item, that's it's trivial. If it's something I have to take there, that's problem, because
to another creature.
one
Aradonos
feature
brought
this
forth
game
a tide,
has
and
is
the
that
creature was washed from the face of the earth.
enemies have hated enemies.
But with it,
It's basically the manual makes it very clear that certain enemies have when they spot a certain type of target, they go after it, ignoring everything else. Wolves have sheep, so there's no way I can keep a sheep alive if there are wolves there. I think rats have carrion, basically dead. If there is a dead body there, they go after it instead of you. Naturally, if you go and fight them, they'll fight back, but
These are bad times.
I don't recall what goblins had. But that's the general idea. At least the basic opponents were explained in that way.
That's not what I heard. But that's terrible. That's not what I heard.
So if we have to actually take a sheep there, we can't basically face a single wolf, I think. There's no way I can kill a wolf before it takes down a sheep. Sheep is like a one hit and it's dead.
That's terrible.
And it does probably cost money. Unless we can steal it from someplace, but I don't particularly want to do that.
Hey, come closer. Take a break and have a sip of cool beer. The paladins will set everything right. So take another draft and have a good time.
Okay?
Yes, but I'm not going out of the city anymore. At least not anytime soon. My knees are still shaking from the scare that orc gave us.
Hey.
Yeah, the missing people. This guy wanted
Hear ye, inhabitants of
mixtures of
Paris. By the
tobacco.
explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted.
What do you know about the bandits? They've all come from that blasted mining colony. But there are several splinter groups. Some are holed up in the mountains, and others have joined up with Ona, the landowner. But it's the bandits outside of town who cause the most problems. They're the reason that none of the merchants venture beyond the city gates now.
Where did the bandits who had my wanted poster come from?
We picked them up near the landowner's place. But they didn't look like Onar's people. I think they're part of a smaller group which is holed up in the mountains near Onar's farm. But if you intend to go there, let me warn you. Those cutthroats make short work of everyone.
I'll remember that.
I probably won't remember that actually, but whatever. 1 year. Okay, about the missing people. Those are our concerns.
You didn't get that from me.
What can I get from you?
I can sell you some steel billets.
No.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
I never knew that.
We can only wait and see.
I met Valentino.
And?
I gave him a sound beating.
He deserved it. Here. I found this ring on him when our little disagreement had been settled. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who beats him up.
I'm no better off myself.
Huh. What exactly did we get?
Enough trouble as it is.
Maybe it's just another silver ring.
I'm not touching that.
Ah,
You hardly know who to
we
believe
got
these days.
Valentino's chest key,
But he knew that all
and the
along.
chest key, and Zarda's chest key.
Really didn't deserve that.
It's not what I heard.
Touching that.
Weapon protection 3.
I've heard a thing or two.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
But he knew that all along.
Weapon protection 41.
I agree with you completely.
Okay, bow, and missing people.
Enough trouble as it is.
Wonder if our hunter is still here. Might as well try to fight him, just to see how much it would take to get rid of him.
There's nothing you can do about it.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Maybe we can try to bribe him.
Now I've got you.
Ah, a fight! Give him what for!
Yeah, that's pretty hopeless. If he gets a single critical hit on me, I'm dead. And he seems to get them quite regularly. So,
Now I've got you.
Ah, a fight! Whack him!
this is odd because, yeah, normal hits from him too are pretty worthless. So, it's basically if we find him, it's a matter of who gets the critical hits, and that'll end it. So,
Put down that weapon. Now I've got you.
Ah, a fight!
yeah, he got it. He is much better at this than I am. problem is I don't think I can really progress in this area unless I do something with that. So I'll give it a one more try.
Now I've got you.
Ah, a fight.
Yeah, it's it's hopeless at this point. I'm sure you could figure out something. Lockwood, well, but it's also sort of seems to be a thing that we can easily keep evading. It's not something we have to absolutely address at this point. I'd like to address the bow and the missing people merely. Stolen bow, missing people. Okay. Made a swampweed reefer. I suppose, can I mix it with the apple pot tobacco? No.
What with? What with? What with?
Apparently no.
What with?
Okay. Missing people, stolen bow. We always have the option to pay 200 for the lockpick training, but I sort of have a feeling it's about as good idea as paying 200 to get strength training. So it's just a matter of finding the correct person to provide you the training for free. I'm paying the 10 gold to get the tip from the bartender.
That bastard tried to kill me.
Hey, how could that be my fault? All I did was pass on some information. If anyone is determined to step on your toes, I guess he'll have his reasons.
I need information.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
About teaching something.
Who can teach me something here?
There are a few competent people here in the Harbor District. Carl the blacksmith is a sturdy fellow. I'll bet he can show you how to get stronger. Ulrich knows a lot about fighting, and Laris is a cunning rogue. He's down here at the harbor sometimes as well. And if you're crazy enough to go see old Ignaz, he knows all about Almich potions.
Where can I find all these people?
Oh, boy. The king will have won his war against the orcs before I've done explaining that to you. Just look around the Harbor District and you're bound to find them. And if you don't know your way about, go to Braham and buy yourself a map. He's easy to find. His hut is right next to my tavern. I should have charged double for that one.
What do you know about the missing citizens?
All I know is that some people have vanished during the last few days. It's especially bad down here at the harbor, they say. Maybe you should ask around here a bit. There were some cases in the lower part of the city, too. If you want to know more, you should talk to Corrigan. He has his tavern in the lower part of town, and he's likely to hear a thing or two. Halvor, the fish merchant down by the quay, might know something too. Many people frequent him.
That's not useful at all. Something we already knew. Who the hell is Lares, though?
I wouldn't have done that.
Hey,
Is it really true?
teach me something.
Some problems solve themselves.
Yeah,
I'd have gone about it.
what a worthless piece of information. Boo on you, sir. I thought he might be able to offer something decent, like something that you just can't get otherwise, or you'd have to not talk to the obvious people who you got the quest from in the first place. That's no useful use to me at all. Okay,
That's all Jeff's got.
where's north?
Let's wait and see what happens.
I think there's North
There's
Gate.
nothing you can do about it.
So we need to just go around. Oh crap. Go around that little cove. Please don't do that. Yeah, we don't want to go to an island, we want to go around this rock, and that should get us where we need to be. Don't have it. That's a worthwhile loot, no matter what. See any monsters here? So what is this place? The guy with the bow. Yep. So,
There you are at last. I've been waiting here for hours. Just a moment. You're not a merchant from town, are you? Where is Baltram?
Who are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But if you must know, my name is Skip. Does that ring a bell?
Who?
Are you telling me you've never heard of Skip? Holy shit! Where do you live? I'm one of Corinus's most wanted criminals. Me and my boys have been the scourge of the waters around this crummy island for years. Come on, you must have heard of me.
pirates.
But of course. It's all coming back to me now.
Honestly, you've really heard of me before? Oh shit. And I had been thinking of strolling into town. Good thing I didn't. The militia would have put me in the slammer right away.
Baltram, you're waiting for a merchant?
Smart kid, aren't you? That's what I just said, isn't it? That good-for-nothing junk merchant seems to have forgotten me. If only I could get my hands on him.
Where do you come from?
You want to know where our hideout is? If I tell you that, I might as well invite the militia to arrest me. And in case you would like to pay us a visit, it wouldn't help you in the least. The island of Corinus is large, and no one ever gets to where we are anyway. Unless they have a cog or some other ship. And then you'd have to find your way through the cliffs as well. Nobody gets through there unless they know the secret path. There are only 2 people who know the path, and you're not one of them.
I don't think we can take these, but what about the fishies? No, it doesn't seem to mind if I take his gold or anything. Or if I can use the other M2 then. Might as well give it a try. It's a quick load if we can. I don't want to fight him or cause trouble. It isn't much of a deal for him. I'm still not sure he's the one. We should be really concerned about. We need to get a quest mark. Pirate Skip told me that the city trader Beltram has done business with pirates. At least we're making progress. There's still a decent way before the level up. It's not the most important part from that anyway. The level up itself doesn't give us anything at this moment. It would be just points to save up for spell casting. We would need key for that. I'm very interested in knowing what the hell that is. That would be my first guess where the guy who stole the bow went. So some kind of a thieves area probably, because it's organized. A single person wouldn't do it. That's why once we basically caught the one thief, they sent us another to kill us. It was Bertrand anyway. I don't recall anymore. Ah, crap.
That doesn't surprise me.
Bramor.
Who says things like that?
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Everybody knows by now.
You don't have to tell me that.
Who says things like that?
If he doesn't see them, I can't help it.
That's terrible.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
How's it going?
How much do you want?
What do you mean, how much?
I'm the moneylender and you came to me. What could you want from me? Money, of course.
Where does Valentino live?
Really didn't deserve that. He knew that would be a
I think
problem.
Bertrand was on the mark.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Valentino would be in here
Why'd he get so
somewhere.
worked up?
But we would still need to be able to sneak into his house.
I knew that would be a problem.
Tell me that isn't true.
It was just like you said.
You can't rely on that.
That was quite obvious.
But with it, the trees and animals were also washed away, and a deep sadness overcame Adonis. And thus spake Adonis to his brothers,
Try not to die.
Never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred. And
Hey, you! Can you heal?
Adonis
Okay. Bertrand.
We can only wait and see.
It's no secret.
These are bad times.
I've heard a thing or two.
Who says things like that? That's an open secret.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Voltran.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
You're doing business with pirates?
What? Who told you that?
I talked to one of them.
And it's gonna
He
get
seems to be
worse.
waiting for you in his bay.
What can you do? These are hard times.
Terrible.
Everybody has to look after his own.
That's not what I heard.
Weren't you afraid of getting caught?
That could happen. You found out too, didn't you? But you'll keep your mouth shut, right?
And he works all day too.
You don't
What do
say.
you know about the pirates?
They live in a remote part of the island of
These are
Corinthus.
bad times.
It can only be reached with a cog or some other ship, as far as I know. The citizens of Corinthus fear them, quite rightly so, for they're nothing but a bunch of nasty cutthroats. Still, if you ask me, they're nowhere near as bad as the bandits.
What is it you're trading?
I mostly supply them with food, and for that, they give me the finest rum that's to be had in Corinthus.
I could take care of this deal for you.
That would be great. I cannot leave Corinthus at the moment. Here, take this package and tell Skip not to be so stingy with the rum this time. It should be at least 3 bottles.
That was all I wanted to know.
Doesn't really help us. I think we're... Surely we have a lot to do here still, but I'm thinking I'm leaving for the landowner's camp with the escort, so basically just find out what's going on there, if nothing else, trainers, that sort of thing. We can always come back here. Yeah, the landowner should be one of the major farms. There's probably a road leading to this city anyway from there. I'm inclined not to buy the lockpicking from this guy. Again, I don't want to throw away 200 gold if I can just easily learn the skill without that expense somewhere else. It's not something I can't recover from, but I'm looking to buy more more skills, more equipment. I suppose more importantly, more things that allow me to earn money. What is that? Some kind of sea creatures here. I guess lesson learned, don't stop, just move. I don't want to attract anyone's attention here. Well, I'm hoping the pirates will be able to answer the missing people question at least to some extent. Maybe this was just a stopping spot. There's the lighthouse there, for example. But he should know, though.
I've got a package for you from Baltram.
What? He's sending me an errand boy? Scared shitless, is he? Oh well, what can you expect from such a puny penny pincher?
He says he wants 3 bottles of your rum in return.
Ha ha, wouldn't he like that? First he makes me wait forever, doesn't even show up in person. Then he has the nerve to make demands. Here, give him 2 bottles. That's enough for him.
Doesn't look like there's much here. Wondering if there's a path up. I don't see any. Maybe we could continue the swimming program. See what's on the next cove. Can't get up. Doesn't appear to be anything of value here anyway. Nighttime coming. Is that a ship? Thought it was rocks at the moment, but there's clearly a line going there. Shipwreck, yeah. Oh crap. Swim buddy. More clutching lizards. I guess we'll have to kill one. One shouldn't be too bad anyway. It is pretty bad though. Yep. So let's not go here. We clearly don't deal too well with lizards. Either we would need to pump up our strength, maybe use a better weapon that way. Alternatively, try to get other fighting abilities. I'd really like to get this spellcasting. With the points we had, we could also increase our strength to 20, which would allow us a better weapon. This does 25 damage. With the extra strength, it would be 20 strength plus 25 damage, like on a critical hit. But with the extra strength, we could go with about to 60 damage. Maybe even 65. That's a significant boost. Yeah, from 35 to 60 to 65. Yeah, it's quite a boost. In many ways it would be worthwhile. I don't think no matter what we try, unless we focus purely on magic, we can leave we can't leave our strength at 10. We don't want to raise it to in the hundreds or something like that, but 20 is quite low still. So maybe we should make that alteration. immediate boost in our fighting skills. The problem is we do need 10 for the luck. It's not a simple matter. And it'll extend the point where we can get spell casting even further down the line, so it makes a lot of sense. But I think I'm gonna pass on that. I'm going to keep struggling with these I think fairly easy fights in exchange of getting spell casting a little bit earlier. Depending on what happens this time here now, I'll just leave this in if we don't have any further details to go hunting down.
I got the rum from Skip, but he gave me no more than 2 bottles.
Damn expensive, that. Who does he think he is? Well, give it here then. I can't give you much for it now. This here's gotta be enough.
Show me your wares.
White rum. Mana bonus. Yeah, we have about 650 gold. Okay, we didn't really get much from that. I meet the guy who we got into trouble. Maybe we can ask him what the hell is going on.
Hey, you!
What do you want? Peck isn't here, so you can't get anything. Come back later.
I want to get stronger.
Of course you do. But so long as you aren't one of us, or a paladin, I won't help you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, get out!
I don't like this system because there's no clear indication of where you can and can't go.
Just beat it. What do you want here?
What can you tell me about this area?
These are the barracks. Where do you want to go?
Thanks, that's all I wanted to know. I want to see the prisoners.
Go ahead, but don't stay away too long. Understood?
So, can read it, but there's nothing to read. No one there. Let's see.
So, doing all right?
Go ahead, mock me. Eventually you'll get what's due to you, I swear.
So, doing all right?
Go.
You dare show your face here. I cannot prove it, but I bet that you played a part in this dirty game. It's your fault that I'm here. Yours and that of this damned Canthar. May Innos punish you.
Don't see why they're blaming me. Okay, can I report the assassination attempt? No. Let's ask about the important message.
I've got an important message for Lord Hagen.
Well, you stand before one of his men. What is this about?
Yeah, this won't work.
It's about a sacred artifact, the Eye of Innos.
The Eye of Innos. I have never heard of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If there truly is an artifact of this name, only the highest members of our order would know anything about it. In any case.
That's why I have to talk to Lord Hagen himself.
Lord Hagen receives only paladins, or those who are in the service to paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the common folk.
Yeah, more or less what I expected. So, I think we're done here in the city for the moment. I just want to get on with things. Training, more looting options. So, and I
All the
don't think
citizens of this
I'm
city
gonna
who have
get them
martial
here.
skills at
So,
their disposal are herewith
let's go
urged to
meet the
join
landowners
the
and the
Royal
mercenaries. It might be not quite as simple as this, but I think it is. Just talk to the guy in the harbor and he'll basically take you by ship.
Hey! Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else takes over my duties.
Missing people. So that seems to be a sticking point. Go ask the shipbuilders. Yeah, one of them was missing too. Frequently met with some cutthroats in a bay north of the harbor. We met those. So there might not be a single explanation for all of them. Well, I don't know what exactly are we supposed to do with this. All our little tips so far haven't really related to anything. Either way, if you're not going to give me the lift, I'm going on my own. I don't want to stay here.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable, and very useful until you know your way around.
Is it true that some townspeople have simply vanished?
So I've heard, but I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
Show me your maps.
Land map of Corinius, 250. That's probably the best purchase we could ever make in this game. So, yeah, it definitely hurts, but...
Come back again later. I'm
Yeah. Okay, this helps quite a bit. So we've basically done the west-southwest part so far, and we've been nowhere else. Still quite a bit of wilderness. Ooh. So the southeastern part is the gigantic farm. Northeastern would be the orcs. And there's the monastery too there. There aren't that many farms. I'm counting. One was where we started. There's another one very close to the city. Then there's the gigantic farm of the landowner. Ooh. If we use the teleportation we found with the orc in the cave, we would be getting very close to where we can just follow a little bit of a road and reach the landowner farm. Although if we just follow the road out from the city, we could find a farm next to the hills too. So yeah, I'll go to the landowners. Yeah. Yeah, definitely that. More trainers, basically. I want to get to know our options. Easiest way to do that is the Oregon Cave. I'm not gonna do the trip now, but I'll at least go to the Orc Cave. We'll try to keep our engagements, hostile engagements, to a minimum. The main goal is to just go around, talk to people, see who offers training. We could buy the training for 200, but that would take us most of our gold, and I'm not willing to do that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I'm expecting it to be more or less just a similar site to this city. So, groups of quests and lots of people to talk to. Maybe a little bit of questing. But yeah. Next time we'll go to landowners.